Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles once again. I am the one known as David, and I am bringing a vibration supported by thousands to support your day, to support your life, and to take you to the remembrance of who you truly are, who you've always been, and who you will remember that you always were. In the stillness of no time and space, which this vibration brings, there you are. Nothing attached, nothing pulling on your being, your essence, everything falling away. A lifetime of striving, pursuing, dropping to the ground as the real you floats to the top as a balloon whose tethers just were cut. And that's where we want to stay, untethered, without pulling from the things that are constantly there in this physical experience. And that's it, it's just an experience. You're far beyond the experience. The experience is outside of you. You are greater than the experience. And you can change the experience. You can enjoy the experience no matter what it is. But most importantly, you can know that it's not you. It's your experience. And because it's not you, you don't have to react as if it's you or take it personally in any way. This vibration is one of perfection. It carries in it everything, including magic and miracles. It carries the world of no problems. It carries freedom. But it originates outside of this physical plane. It originates in your origin, in the world of your creator, in the world beyond worlds. And then you bring it here. This place, this earth, is not going to become perfect because it's already perfect. All the things that you might consider problems won't disappear when the new world comes, because the new world is already here. Perfection is here. It's just how you see it. One person sees the rain and says, "Oh, that rain's terrible." And another person says, "What beauty in the rain." Neither are wrong. Both are perfect. But only if you hold a judgment, then it's outside of perfection. Only if you are reacting in fear are you outside of perfection. Because everything you see in this image of me, in this picture, is perfect. And everything you see wherever you look is perfect. If you could sit and watch a flower grow that might take 2 months to grow, you'd be amazed at the perfection. All the sequences that have to happen for it to come to life, to bud. That's what's here. That's what we live in every day. It's heaven on earth. But you have to be able to see that, to feel that, to live that. Because it's everywhere. Every piece of creation is perfect. And then so too are you. So it's only that feeling or that perspective that because it's raining, it's not perfect. And I'm waiting for the day when there's no rain, and then I'll be perfect. And then the world will be perfect. But it's not like that. It's already here. And if you lose that feeling, reach out into the outer reaches of the universe with your creator and those thousands who support you. And you'll be back in an instant into the world of perfection. And then you can drag it back here, where you can give it to others, enjoy it for yourself. Because it's always been here. It's never left. And each one of our paths and journeys take whatever amount of time they take for us to get to that truth and that reality. And then we stop being a part of the lie that perfection isn't already here. Because we go into fix-it mode. It's broken. And that goes into so many parts of humanity. So feel yourself in the vibration of perfection. Feel the lightness and the tethers break away, and feel yourself lift and see that nothing is opposing you. Nothing is against you. Nothing is conspiring to make your life difficult. It all belongs to you. It's your world. You created it, and you can change it at any time. So for me, the indication of you being in perfection is happiness under every circumstance. There's a happiness and an acceptance as perfection. And when there is either blame or judgment, happiness is far away, and so is perfection. But only to yourself. And soon that'll be stripped from every person as this vibration meanders across the universe into every home, into every being, into every piece of life. And the hands fall down and the shoulders relax and the weight falls away. Right there. Into the field of nothingness. I marvel at each being, the union of the physical and the spirit. It's so incredible. There are no words to describe the magnificence of each one. A spirit speaking through a human form. A human form that surpasses all technology. A harmony within itself. A dance between spirit and the body. How can it compare to anything? It's beyond comparison. We are just utterly amazing. And the remembrance of that is also in this vibration. There's only love. Many times we speak about something or someone who looks after us, a spirit, a mystery, one without a name, a vibration, a feeling, something so massive and so immense that it can hold space for billions of beings everywhere, all at the same time. We are drawn to this presence like a moth to a flame, and for all intents and purposes, it is our final destination. It is our destiny. And our hearts long for the reunion that is always right upon us. We have glimpses and moments of feeling that presence and of being in that presence, and our hearts explode with a joy that cannot be fully expressed. That moment can most closely be felt through a romantic connection within our physical relationships, but nothing comes close to the ecstasy of the union with that one spirit. So we are given what we need in this life to live, knowing that our true destination is always right in front of us, waiting with arms wide open to deliver that feeling that is ours to receive, a feeling of unspeakable completeness. We are walking, limping, crawling, and running, both consciously and unconsciously, toward this reunion. We are allowed to take as many pit stops as we like along the journey. The love that will greet us and the love that will be shown that exists within us can never die. Like the human relations between a mother and a child, so is the relationship between that spirit and our spirit. That relationship and that union is something that is embedded into the child and mother that ties them together for their entire life and beyond. And as the child grows and takes on all the adventures that it has chosen to experience, the mother waits with acceptance and unconditional love. The child reacts harshly to the mother's involvement in their life as they desire to be sovereign and do things the way they want to do them, and that takes them on their own personal journey. But the eternal bond that was established at the beginningless beginning never dies, and the child always returns to the loving union of the mother, just as the spirit always returns to the loving union of the father. Two realities, the physical, which is the home of the flesh, and the spiritual, which is the home of the spirit, a mirror image, mother and father. As above, so below, the masculine and the feminine as the divine parents to the divine child, shepherds of the flock while they graze all the lands on their way back home. As we go through this journey, in our youth, we forget this truth, but the union within is always there. The simple truth is that you came here and you will return home. What you do and experience in the middle is up to you. And in the end, it does not matter. The union never dies. Unconditional love and the love that you are awaits you. Judgment, blame, guilt, unforgiveness are human. Unconditional love, forgiveness, reconciliation, and restoration are spirit. There is nothing you can do to separate you from that union because it was not, nor could it ever be, created with conditions. It is a union of grace, recognition, and immaculate conception, a gift and the true beginning of the world of magic and miracles. You may be in that moment of your life when you are seeing all the moments of resistance to your mother and father, all the choices you made and the impact that they may have had on others. If this is where you are, blessed are you, for not many see these things while they are still alive. Blessed are you because you will experience the unconditional love of the mother and father while you are still here. And in receiving that, you will now have the gift and the great pleasure and joy to pass it on through your words and through your life. For only those who can fully see themselves and acknowledge the truth of who they are can become vessels for the vibration of light of the world of perfection. For we speak from the world that we are living in. We speak the words that show the pictures of what we are seeing. So go and live and love and forgive and forget, for we are all headed home. As for me, I'm kind of in a hurry to get there because the reunion's drum is beating loudly and steadily in my heart and in my ear. So if you're already there, I'll see you real soon. And if not, and I get there before you, I'll be waiting for you at the door. Either way, there's only love. I was reminded of the story of the prodigal son, how two sons lived with their father, and the youngest son said, I'd like all my inheritance now. I'm going to leave and do some things that I want to do. And the father said, here you are, son. And he went out and he spent all the money with choices that weren't the best. And as he ran out of money, too ashamed to come home, he found himself starving. And he even began to eat what the pigs were fed. And one day he realized, I have to go back home. Even my father's servants have food. And so he went home, barely able to walk. And his father saw him in the distance and ran to him and said, oh, my son, you've returned home. And he told his servants, give him the finest robe and kill the fatted calf. We're celebrating. My son was gone and now he's home. And the other son found out and heard all the noise. And he went to the father and he said, he squandered all your money. He ran away and I stayed here and I worked. And I've been supportive of you and the estate and everything. And now you killed a fatted calf. You've never given me as much as a lamb to celebrate with my friends. And the father said, son, please. My son was dead, and now he's alive. He was lost, and now he's found. You will always be with me, and everything I have is yours. But he has returned. So I think we're both the son who stayed and worked and the son who ran off. And that part of us that's the son that stayed has a hard time forgiving the one who left and who made choices, has a hard time ignoring hierarchy, position, has a hard time loving. And the one who squandered all the money has a hard time loving themselves. They find themselves guilty and they struggle to receive the truth about themselves, that they were always loved, never lost to that love wherever they were. So this vibration is merging the two suns into one, into freedom, into love. And now we celebrate and say cheers to both suns as they find the balance between judgment and guilt, as they let go and find the lightness and the love within this vibration that never leaves, no matter where you are. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. I am David.